Welcome back to the Challenge podcast. So this is one of my favorite type of podcasts where I get to interview the top 10s. And this particular top 10 is one of great interest to me. This is Michelle Lennon, and she's of great interest because she is a dedicated stepper, and she's also previously been in the top 50. She can tell you all about herself, but she's pretty amazing. So one of the first top 10 women in the M Challenge ever. So congratulations and welcome, Michelle.
Thank you.
No worries. So tell us just a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what do you do for work, anything else you'd like everybody to know.
Okay. I'm 57. I'm married. I've got 3 grown children, 4 beautiful grandchildren. I work in a bank. I previously, from working in a bank, I worked in the fitness industry for 30 years. So once I quit the fitness industry, I stopped teaching classes, PT. I put on a lot of weight. So that's when I first found the Maxine's Challenge.
Oh, so tell me
ever since.
Tell me what classes you used to teach.
Les Mills, body pump, body step, body attack, RPM, grit, combat, grit, plyo, strength, and cardio.
Pretty much everything. So how many did you used to do a day?
I used to do 5 classes every day.
Yeah, I'm feeling you. I understand that. And when you stop, it's a bit strange, isn't it?
I didn't know what to do with myself.
Yeah, it's a strange feeling.
Yeah, and I was thinking that the dryer was shrinking my clothes.
Yeah. It just shows you, when you've got that sort of lifestyle, you sort of take it for granted in a way. And sometimes you even go, oh, gosh, I don't feel like teaching another class. But when you stop, you just realize how much you were doing. But I'm sure that stopping allowed you to really excel in the challenge.
It did, because now I train for me, not for other people. It's all for me. Even when I used to personal train, it was for everyone else. I put myself last.
That is such a good point, and that is so true. Well, your transformation was really incredible. So hats off to you. You look amazing, and I think that that's just a testament to your hard work. And we have to mention also constantly the leader on the steps leaderboard, like didn't miss a beat.
No, I like that step leaderboard.
Oh, you would?
Yeah.
You would like it.
It gives me a challenge.
Yeah, did you enjoy that?
I did, yeah.
I really like it. I really, really like the steps leaderboard. I can't catch you. I think mine was about 16,000 that I had to do, and that was enough. But, wow, you were very awesome to chase. Sometimes I'd be like, oh, I reckon I'm about 1,000 ahead of Michelle, but then you overtook me. So it was really, really good. I love that. So you can tell us a bit, I know that you've actually got, quite a bit of a connection with the challenge, but when did you first start? Was it when you stopped doing the PT and the group fitness?
Yeah, I put on a lot of weight. I went up to 82.8 kilos. We walked into a Go Biter one day, and there was a Maxine's poster.
Yeah.
And I saw that poster, and I was too late for that challenge because that had already started. So I registered for the next challenge in 2017, and that's when I've been doing them ever since.
Oh, fantastic. And you've built your way up, you've come top 50 before, haven't you?
I have a couple of times.
Yeah. And then I suppose that's testament for everybody to just keep going and keep trying, because this was your time to level up and get to the next increment, which was top 10. So that's very exciting. And so you started the challenge because you put on weight and stuff. And so when you first did it, did you find that it was reasonably easy to follow, or at first was it different to what you were used to being the group fitness?
Yeah, it was easy to follow. I got in the top 50. I didn't know anything about the Facebook page or anything like that. I didn't find out about the Facebook page until 2018 when I went to Melbourne, and Helen Booth said, "Are you a member of the Facebook page?" And I said, "No." And that's when I found out the inner workings of the
Yes.
challenge. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Shout out to Helen. How are you, Helen? I hope you're well. I just spoke to her today, so let's give her a shout out.
Yeah. Hi, Helen.
Yeah, so that Facebook group is a law unto itself, isn't it? Because you really get to. It's like such a good community. It
is. It's a community, and everyone's there for one another to help each other out. There's no stupid question. There's no, in that we're all there for one another. We're all doing the same journey.
100%. So I have to just tell the listeners, because this is not going to be a visual podcast, I have to just say that you are surrounded by gym equipment. You've got your own gym. Listeners, I thought Michelle was just sitting in a commercial gym. It is that cool. She's got like a selection of equipment that you just gave me a quick walk around. It looks absolutely amazing. So, and she's also got her infamous treadmill, which is where the steps were made. So it's just really good to see, because obviously, you know, you said your job's quite stressful, so you can manage your time quite well at home doing that. So you don't have to worry about going to the gym.
No. And because I've had years and years of managing gyms, that's the last thing I wanted to go to was another gym, especially one that I didn't manage. Because I used to manage 3 gyms when I was working in the fitness industry. I was regional manager of 3 gyms. So, and the weight room always intimidated me, always, because you'd see the big buff guys in there, and I never ever went in there. Yeah, I always used to train at home.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Sounds silly.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is you are ripped enough to intimidate anyone anyway now, but look, that is not what we're here for. We're here to make ourselves the best version of ourselves that we can be. And so your setup is what suits you, and that is, I think, important for people to remember, that you've got to do what suits you. That's how you're going to.
That's right.
With it.
Yeah. Yep.
And
this
are you
is my happy place?
Oh, you can tell. Are you a morning person?
No.
You just force yourself to be.
I force myself to be.
Yep. I love that because
set the alarm and get up.
Yeah. So okay, everybody. So listen to this. Michelle gets up at is it 4 or 4:30?
Between 4 and 5 o'clock, depending on what shift I'm on at work.
All right. So she gets up at that time. She's not a morning person, but you do that every single day. So just saying, that's just a little point that I want to make to everybody that's listening. So tell me, okay, for your top 10, what was your biggest challenge within this challenge, would you say?
I think it's not really a biggest challenge for everyone, but for me, it was I didn't deviate from the nutrition plan at all. If it was on the plan, I ate it. Even if I didn't like it, that was a challenge for me. But I ate it. My husband used to laugh at me because I was gone.
Oh, you're kidding!
It was on there, but I ate it.
That's dedication.
So the process works. So I wasn't going to swap it out for something else because it had been formulated for a reason. That's why I stuck to it.
Oh my gosh, stop it. Why can't we have 10,000 of you? It does work if you stick to it.
It does.
Yeah. It does. And so obviously then it depends what's on there, but occasionally you might have been having I don't know, an artichoke with a piece of fish or something.
Artichokes, Brussels sprouts, yuck.
But you did what you needed to do for your fitness. So without everybody, they don't necessarily have to take it literally, but I think what's happening now is too many people are trying to swap everything out and make things fit in that they would normally like to have. I think that's the new trend. And I think it's really good to hear people such as yourself who have actually been really successful actually tell people what's what, which is just stick to the plan.
Yeah, stick to the plan. Don't swap it out. Stick to the plan and you'll see your results. Stick to the training, you will see your results.
100%. Are you part of any type of mentor group or anything like that, or you just go it alone?
Just go it alone.
you're a solo woman. Yeah, because people will be asking you for your advice occasionally. So when you pop onto the Facebook page, it'll be good for you to just share that if you can. Because we love people that can stick to the plan. Just because then there's just also, as coaches, there's no room for like variables. We can just go, okay, that's sorted. So what else isn't working? But if we don't know what's going in, it's really hard for us to kind of go, wait a minute, that's not working. So that's another good tip. So fantastic. I love that. And I mean, you've sort of answered this, but you can elaborate a little bit more. So how has your life changed since you discovered the challenge?
I'm happier within myself. And I'm training for me.
Yeah.
And I'm fitter, that I look fitter now than what I did teaching 20 plus classes a week and personal training clients as well, because I'm doing it for me, and it's good for my stress levels as well.
Yeah. You know what? I really agree with you there, because I think also there's an element of fight or flight that happens to you when you're teaching that many classes, where you're always in that sort of mode and you've always got to hype everyone up, and then you come down, but then you've got to get yourself up again. And sometimes you even do it artificially. Like, if you have a nighttime class, you're like, I better have a coffee. So you're all over the joint and you're always like this. And then you stop for a minute and you go, what the hell? I can relate. And then also you get super hungry because you're just smashing your body to the ground. So you do. I mean, that's what we do. Well, we, both of us, used to do for others. And I'm sure people loved your classes and they were packed and you felt like you were helping people, and it's true. But gosh, there has to come, especially for a woman, I think as you get to that sort of, middle age, I'm finding like in my 40s, like when I started in my late 20s, it was like, I can do like 10 classes a day, I don't care. And now it's like, oh God, please don't make me do one.
It's the fitness industry is changing all the time. When I first started, we used to yell over music, and then we got the microphone. But I found when I stopped, I was lost, because I thought, well, what do I do now?
But you channeled that energy into you, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
So that is really good. That's brilliant. I think anyone, no matter where they are in their lives, has to sort of take that on board as well, because once you started to really prioritize what was going on for you in your body, you've been able to make these amazing changes. And it's like nothing to do with how old you are or anything like that as well. There's no excuse for that sort of thing, because we need to be responsible and get to know our bodies, don't we?
We do. We do.
At every stage.
If we're taking care of ourselves, we're taking care of everyone else.
That's right. So who else trains in that beautiful gym there?
My husband.
Yeah.
That's it.
And is he super proud of you?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Is he like, oh my God, who's this hot chick that I live with now?
Yeah, he's but he's super fit too. So
so he's just like, that's my wife. Oh, that's great. Yeah. That's really nice. That's gorgeous. So what state do you live in?
New South Wales.
Okay, cool. Because I was thinking, if you're in Melbourne, I'm going to come train at your gym. Okay, so you've already sort of said some advice in terms of, stick to the plan, which I think that's gold. But for a new person who's first starting out, doesn't have a clue what's going on, doesn't know what to do, what advice would you give?
Well, you may have hiccups. Like deviating from the plan, life gets in way, but just reset, go again, and do it for you. Be happy with what you can achieve and set realistic goals. Don't set yourself for your first challenge, I want to lose 25 kilos. Set yourself small goals and just build on those goals.
Agreed. Because I think once you feel the sense of achievement of one goal, then you can carry on to the next goal. But it feels very overwhelming if you go 25 kilos. And then even, what's also annoying, if you lose 10, you feel like you haven't done what you want to do, but you've actually lost 10 kilos.
Yeah. You've lost a massive amount of weight, but it's not good enough because you've set yourself unrealistic goals.
Yeah. Yep, perfect. Now, I've got one more question for you that is not on the questions, but I'm going to ask you anyway, so you can have a bit of a think about it. What is your motto that you live your life by?
I just want to be the best version of myself for my grandkids.
Oh, that's so nice.
I want them to look up to Nanny and say, "You're fit."
Mm-hmm.
She's a fit nanny, and that's what they say to me now. My 10-year-old says, "You're not like any other nannies." I go, "Why's that?" She goes, "Because you're not old, you're fit." I go, "Well, Nanny's old, but she just works out. I like working out."
That is the best. That is your reason. That's your why.
Yeah.
And that's the best result. Like, nothing that we can send you, no supplement or anything that we could send you for, like, as a prize beats that, I reckon. The grandkids. And
I rang her when I got in the top 10, my granddaughter, and she said, "I'm so proud of you, Nanny."
Oh, that's adorable. And hopefully she will listen to this podcast. So she'll listen to her nanny podcast. Yeah. So let's say hi to her.
Hi, Indiana.
Hi, Indiana. Nice big shout out. So your granny's an absolute, like, she's a hero. We love her, and she's a really good part of the challenge. So yeah, it's great that she's your nanny. So thanks so much for hanging out with me today, Michelle. I reckon that you're a legend.
Thanks, Coach Nick.
So you keep stepping and I'll keep chasing. I
will.
You. And
I will.
You just keep getting up and don't change a thing. Stay as you are.
Yeah, I will.
Thank you so
what I'm
much.
Going for.
You're the best. I know. I didn't mention it. She's got Michelle's got ambition. She's not done. She's not done. No. And that's the title of the podcast too.
Oh, okay.
All right. Thanks.
Awesome. All right. Have a good day, won't you?
Thanks for listening, guys. If you like the show, share it with a friend or leave us a review on iTunes to help us spread the good word. See you next time.